Yo, what is up, everyone? My name is Dom, and we're here to talk about unusual options activity. Alright, disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this programming are solely the opinion of the show. They are not a specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Okay, so, first one I want to talk about today is KCCO, CCJ. This is a uranium play here. And if you come and look at these May options on the call side here, if you look at the 35 and the 40 strike call, there was a massive number of contracts that were traded. So when I was digging a little bit deeper here, what I found was somebody bought a very large block trade of some spreads. So what they did is they bought the 35 and they sold the 40. Mind you, this stock is at 28. So they're expecting this stock to make a huge move here because they're buying such an out-of-the-money call. Either they're expecting the stock to be above 35 by expiration, May 20th, or they're expecting this stock to make a huge move in a very short period of time, and then they'll be able to take the trade off profitably. So, I'm not in these calls here. I've been watching CCJ for a little while here. I brought this one up on the channel before. I am kind of waiting for a pullback here because as you can see, this stock runs way up, and then it looks like it comes down most of the time. It looks like it kind of checks back to around this 200-day moving average here. So I'm trying to be a little bit patient here. Looks like in the past we had a huge run up. It kind of pulled back halfway, then we kept going a little bit more. I'm not too big of a fan of where this stock is at right now. Maybe at the low of the days it would have been a better entry. Maybe somewhere around 26.50, this previous low, back from a couple weeks back on March 29th. Yeah, so that's kind of where I stand with this one. Once again, everybody has their own risk profile here. You know, the market is getting really tough to trade here. So I'm being really selective about which trades I'm taking, and also being very selective about when I get in the trade. And if this stock is up huge tomorrow, then I missed it, and that's okay. Because I'm at the point right now where I'm kind of trying to conserve capital. I would rather go out and buy the options versus the stock. So we're still putting out some trades here, but I'm just being very selective about when my entry point, and very selective about the stocks that I choose. If the Russia-Ukraine conflict, whatever you want to call it, if that suddenly comes to an end, a treaty signed or something like that, I think that KCCO will definitely check back to the 200-day moving average very rapidly. So this is a stock based on uranium shortages and also kind of nuclear energy. They had a really great conference call, the last one. So I would definitely recommend going and listening to that. It was really eye-opening just about the whole uranium sector. So next one I want to bring up is MRVL. MRVL technology. Now, on the contrary, I do like where the stock is at here. This stock has checked back to the 200-day moving average here. You can see in the past we've kind of drifted down below it and popped up a little bit here. You can see in the past we've checked back to it, and this was an earnings announcement that they had, and the stock spiked up, made a new all-time high. I think it was definitely a new 52-week high. But let's check out the action. So you can see here that MRVL does not trade a whole lot of options here. You can see that there's very low open interest here. So you can just tell by that this stock does not trade a whole lot of options. So if we take a look here, almost 34,000 contracts traded. A lot of these were buys. So these are the April 14th 68 strike calls. I was in these earlier today. I day traded them. The stock had a massive move to the upside. I think it was down 4.5%, I think. We were able to be patient, pick a good entry there, got the calls. The stock ran up to about down 1% or something like that, down, I don't know, 1.2, 1.5%. So we had a nice profit in those. I took them off. I am doing a lot of day trades in this market. Like I said, it's very choppy, up huge one day, down huge the next day. So you have to be very prudent about taking it off the table when you have a profit, even if it's a smaller profit. back a year, 2 years ago, you used to be able to let these calls ride, get 100, 200, 300% gains over multiple days or even weeks. But that is just not the case right now because everything is just too choppy. So once again, I like where this one is at. I don't think it's very constructive that we close below the 200-day moving average. So this is maybe another one where I might just wait, see how this plays out. If we can get back to this 59 level, I think that's a very interesting entry point to even buy the stock as well, because this company is doing very well. You can go back and listen to their previous earnings announcement. The company's doing well, and the valuation is not bad considering the growth rate. So thanks for everyone who's been subscribing. Make sure to subscribe if you have not yet. Make sure to like the video so I know to keep making more videos like this. And also make sure to leave a comment if you got any questions. And we'll see you in the next one.